Hey guys, Andrew here. How are you doing? This is NaNoWriMo Tips. It is National Novel Writing Month 2016. Today is day 15. Today, what I want to discuss is like the concept of like letting your brain breathe. The problem is that a lot of people around day 15, they do tend to quit and their project falls apart. Either they don't finish it at all, or they take days off around this stage and then the whole thing just like breaks. You are suffering burnout, and what you need to do is you really do need to let your brain breathe. Not your story, but your brain, because that's where the writing comes from. It's kind of like when you go down to the gym and you train on a Monday and then a Tuesday and then a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and by Saturday, your body's completely broken, your muscles are in agony, and you don't know what you're doing anymore. Of course, those that know, what they do is they train on a Monday, they take Tuesday off, train on a Wednesday, take Thursday off, train on a Friday, and then by Saturday, your body's still pretty fresh. And it's because you took those breaks in between your training sessions, right? The solution to writer's burnout is to take breaks, to let your brain breathe. Because when you think about it, when you're writing National Novel Writing Month, you're writing every day for 30 days, and you do have that minimum word target of 1,667 words per day. When you write every day, your brain is actively working on your plot points, your characters, conflicts, scenery, everything. And when people reach day 15, their brain hasn't had a break. They get to this point where they don't know what to write anymore. They don't know how to write. So they say to themselves, you know what, I'm just going to take a day off today. And then one day off turns into 4 or 5 days off, and they start falling behind. And because they're writing every day, it's the harder they push, the less gains that they're making. On the NaNoWriMo websites, I have accountability buddies. You can have your NaNoWriMo buddies. And you can see each other's stats. And some of my buddies, they've let their book, they had a really good strong push at the start where they were on time every day and whatnot, but then they started falling away at around the day 12, day 15 mark, and today's day 15. And it's a common ailment, and this is why I want to discuss this today. The benefits of giving your brain a break is that you avoid writer's burnout. You write more vividly, you write better characters, and overall you just have a better book for whenever you finish on the 30th of November. Now, the problem here is that I said to you before that you have to write every day, take no days off for NaNoWriMo. And yet I'm also saying here that you need to take a break in order to avoid burnout. The solution is that you only write 500 words on an off day. So I am 1,500 words off of the 50,000 word target. It's day 15. I've got 48,500 words. Okay, so I'm 1,500 words away, and I'm starting to feel the burnout. So for the next 3 days, what I'll be doing is I will be writing 500 words a day on day 15, day 16, day 17. That'll bring me to the 50,000 word mark, and from that point I can just push ahead and smash it out at the 60. So it's not technically a day off, but your daily word target is 1,667 words a day. So when you have it that you're only going to be writing 500 words, well, that kind of feels like a day off. So rather than take off a day, which then turns into 4 days off, just write 500 words and have that as your day off. Because I promise you, if you start taking days off, the way some of my accountability buddies have done, you'll take off one day, and one day will turn into 4, 5, 6 or 7 days off. And at the end, you're going to be struggling and scrambling for the finish line. It's not a good place to be. And when you write your 500 words, and that's your limit, I know fine well you're going to have that point where you come to your 500 words, and you're going to be oh, I could write another 1,000. And you know what, if you want to do it, go ahead. But if you stop at the 500 mark and then don't write anything for the next 24 hours, your brain thankfully won't be engaged in writing, and you'll end up doing these things where you're enjoying whatever it is you do in your life, but your brain will be switched off and it'll have that break. And then whenever you start writing the next day with your 500 words, you'll be able to power through like better. It's kind of like how you have those, like, you know how you have those magic moments in the shower where, like, you know, you're scrubbing under your arms and you think to yourself, oh, that's a fantastic idea. I can put my hero in this box with chains in it, and, you know, this is how he gets out. Or maybe you're thinking to yourself, you know, how does the heroine find the key to that door that she needs to get through in order to get whatever it is she needs to get in order to like complete her task. Like, when you push your brain hard, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you do it over an extended period of time, your brain tends to shut down and you don't come up with the better ideas the way you used to. By writing 500 words in the day, you give your brain that break that it really needs, so that when you do hit the next day's writing, it's already freshed and, you know, ready to go, and you'll just start coming out with like better storylines. So don't take a day off. Just write 500 words. And that's how you give your brain the break that it needs. And therefore, you'll have a better story. Hey guys, thanks for watching. You can hit subscribe below and stay tuned for more NaNoWriMo tips. And if you have any creative writing headaches, just leave your comments in the comments box below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.